Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it. You already know. Like a torta with a snack cabbage. Bye. Fair. Crip Mack caught a fair one. And it did go down the way he wanted. I mean, he went down, but not the way he wanted. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I appreciate the support, man. I'm very humbled by it. Fair sizness. That I'll catch a fade, a fair one. Destruction. Right? Well, yeah, destruction's right. Two types of destruction. Self-destruction and fucking Crip Mack got destructed. Crip Mack got knocked out over the weekend, and am I surprised? Charlie, nope, right? I seen that one coming. I think we seen Dean the Great throw a 4-piece extra crispy with a side order of sucker sauce so fast that Crip Mack said, right? And felt every bit of that. And thank God he ran into a hallway and Lena the Plug got to filling all over him, right? Or was it the other way around? One never knows, does one with her. But at the end of the day, man, these two individuals, Dean the Great and Crip Mack, decided to go into a backyard and catch a fair one, right? And what seemed to be what was going to happen happened. Crip Mack got hands put all over him. Crip Mack got KO'd, knocked out. That fool was on the ground like, was that a DP, cuz? Right? He got beat up so bad by a little guy, he thought he got DP'd in the hood again. In Baby Snap's alley. I'm going to tell you what happened, man. Lena the Plug and her diabolical ass fucking husband Adam 22 just continue to milk Crip Mack for all he's worth, and everything that Crip Mack has done since he's been out up until this point is all al boo boo. It's al caca, right? This man is letting these people utilize him and put him in situations, cuz, right? That's gonna really destroy his livelihood. It's gonna destroy the character that he has created. You know, this guy is taking elbow after elbow. And look, we're going to keep it real. I'm not the best fighter in the world, allegedly, right? You guys all see my boxing performance. It wasn't the best. But I'll say this at the end of the day, right? Crip Mack ain't winning no fair ones, cuz. Not a single fair one. He ain't beating Mini-Me. He ain't beating Dwarfwood. He ain't beating Dean the Great, who's just a little bit taller than Dwarfwood, right? He ain't beating a damn soul. All he's doing is beating up his career and beating up his legitimacy, what people think about him. You know, Crip Mack got cracked so hard, I felt it. I'm for reals. I'm sitting here watching. If I didn't even know that fight took place in Lena the Plug's backyard, right? And I'm watching a fight, and I felt something, and I just knew Crip Mack got it, right? I turn on Instagram, and there he is laying on the ground, falling. I can't see up, cuz, right? He can't see up because Dean the Great beat him up. And not only did Dean the Great beat him up, but Dean the Great disrespected him by beating him up wearing a red flag. The disrespect is so real. And we all know this shit is all, let's keep it real. This shit is all set up. It's funny how this guy, Dean the Great, doesn't Adam owe money. All of a sudden, he's in the backyard. There's a whole bunch of people drinking. Did you notice in the background of the fight, people weren't even watching it? They didn't even care. Two stupid asses swinging on each other. Now, Dean got hands. He got some type of hands, right? Hey, this is a big difference from him getting slapped up and elbowed in the face. But I'll tell you guys, it doesn't make a difference. He's fighting a guy who's mentally unstable. Destruction! Yeah, destruction. Hey, that fool got Decepticoned. Let me tell you, he got conned into catching a fade, a fair one, which I respected, because one thing you can't say about Crip Mack is that he won't pull up. He'll fight anybody and everybody anywhere he goes, and he'll lose, right? He'll lose. That man ain't winning a fair fight if a fair fight was unfair. He's not doing it. It's not happening. And he gets knocked out, KO'd. And there's people saying, damn. No, damn. That's just the way it's going to go, man. Lena the Plug and Adam 22 are going to utilize and decompress every ounce of sweat they can out of that brother right there, man, until people are just making fun of him. And he's the laughing stock of LA, even worse than he already is. Look, I've been around 60s Crips. I've been around A-Tray gangsters. I've been around East Coast, Watts, Grape Street, Bloods, Bounty Hunters, people from PJ Watts, Backstreets, and the list goes on and on. Hoovers, the Hoovers, right? I've been around brothers, man, from LA. I've done time with them. Okay, from the little small gangs, Shotgun Crips, Carver Park, Compton Crip, all the way to Kelly Block, Kelly Park. The list can go on. And I'm telling you right now, Crip Mack is a thorn in their side. He makes the Crippin not look like the Crippin. He talks like he's the Crippin, but it's not really the Crippin, man. And Crippin has gone so much mainstream right now that if I was a Crip, man, if I was really an active Crip, really making sacrifices out there in the streets about that business, I would be upset, cuz. I'd be, Mama Bear, help! Help, they're jumping me, Mama Bear. No, that's a 4-foot black guy with a red rag hanging out of his pocket, knocking you the fuck out. And Adam and Lena are laughing. They immediately put the clip out there. They show everyone. It's like, look, if you're a real friend, my friend gets knocked out, man, I ain't showing none of that. I'm keeping that under wraps. Like, damn, bro, he took the L. That shit was put out there on the No Jumper page immediately. That shit was read. As soon as he did, Adam was like this. Boom. Press the button. Put that shit out. Let's go viral. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters is clicks and views over there. And most of them are at the demise of the black and brown man. I don't know how many more times I got to say it, right? But it is what it is. Hey, with friends like that, who needs enemies? Look, if that was what Adam did to him on payback for grabbing Lena's ass, well, guess what? He got paid back in full. Because that man got made look the fool. He got knocked the fuck out. And Dean the Great's running around like he accomplished something big, talking that high power shit like, bro, you didn't do nothing but beat up a person who's mentally unstable. That's it. Crip Mack is not all there. And people that continue to let him get beat up like that, continue to let them beat up his character even more than his body, is fucked up. He needs some real sizness, fair sizness around him. He needs real people around him to guide him. He's better off with 600, to be totally honest. Hanging around with Adam and Lena and all these individuals that want to utilize the characteristic and the character that is Crip Mack is unfortunate, and it's sad, you know. And there's people like, did he really get knocked out? Yes, he really did. They really did catch that fade, even though everything is scripted over there on No Jumper, and that whole Lena the Plug coming out and the 5,000 that was scripted as fuck. This one was really Crip Mack thinking he could put hands on this dude and trying to get his runbacks, and all he did was get ran back into the concrete and knocked out. That man took a body punch, and I seen his equilibrium fall out his spine. I seen his soul, cuz, was over there. Look it, he got hit so hard, his soul started banging blood on Paru, right? If you notice, Whack 100 is not involved in any of this business, right? He doesn't want to be involved in this shit because even he probably thinks Crip Mack is such a fool. You know, this is just, I hate to say it, man, another black man or brown man, however you want to say it, right, being used and made look a fool for the views and the money to be made by that devil over there, Adam, right? And when I say devil, I don't mean because he's white, because I fuck with the Woods, but that dude's diabolical. That caucasoid ass devil over there, right? He is using the black and brown man, and they keep coming back. Just keep on. Hey, every time I throw away the bitch, she keeps coming on back, right? He keeps coming on back. And so now that character that he's created, you got people thinking, oh, that's real Crippin right there. You know, Crip Mack done went and did real time in federal prison. You can't take that away from him. He was around some real Crips, I'm sure. They kept him in check. They laced him up, gamed him up. And instead of this guy utilizing and taking some of that real respect that he got and he gained while he was incarcerated and coming out and doing his own thing and getting in, making some money, instead he goes and takes these little increments, cuz, you know, these 5,500s. And from Adam, and Adam's going to keep making him look fool. Since he's been out, Adam's put him in a whole bunch of precarious situations, calling his fucking ex, you know, putting him in that situation, having him run out there, and Dean the Great hit him with a 4-piece extra crispy in the stomach. And then he gets hit in the stomach again. Motherfucker looked like King Hippo out there. He got hit in the stomach and got dropped with the overhand right by a dude who has done nothing but lose. Dean the Great was on a losing streak. Not now. Now he's on a two-win streak. That was like the fucking Patriots versus the fucking Seahawks right there. It was not even a game, right? I'm telling you guys right now, man, it's unfortunate, but until someone sees Crip Mack and they realize that not only is he making himself as a person look bad and being used by some bad people, some horrible people that would do that to someone who's mentally challenged and disabled, right? because that's cold-blooded. You got a homeboy that's mentally challenged or disabled. You want to uplift him and help him. You don't want to use him to look like an idiot. I'm telling you, people were drinking champagne in the back of the backyard, not even watching the fight because they already knew what type of game that was. That was destruction, right? Fair. Hang up on her, Adam. Hang up on her, right? And you notice how when Adam called his old lady, his ex-old lady, Adam didn't hang up on her? Tania or Tanisha or whatever the fuck her made-up name is. Hey, he called her, right? And just let Crip Mack go crazy. Crip Mack kept telling him, crying for help, hang up, and he wouldn't hang up. Nope. He let Crip Mack get all that off his chest because that was for a click. That was funny to him. To bring a man's real life situation into a fakery ass situation is such a fake and fraudulent thing that they're doing to this real man who really needs help, right? Until a real Crip steps up and says, hey man, if you're going to be repping, if you're going to be wearing blue flags, if you're going to be doing this like the Crips I remember back in the days, they're not letting their people look like poop butts, not at all. And I'm not saying it's on them because you can't stop a man who's not all there, but man, stop a man who's not all there before he's really not all there, before he gets destructed. And don't even go to mentioning Jap 5, man, because if Dean the Great put that shit on him the way he did, imagine what Jap would do. Fair. It'd be some fair scissors. It would be unfair, right? You know, you already know Crip Mack, according to him, allegedly he fought Jap 5, and Jap 5 fucking put fingerprints all over him. So, you know, there's DNA still left from Jap on that dude, all over his headpiece. Knocked his teeth out and did all kinds of destruction to him. You know? Anyways, Crip Mack knocked out. There's people that asked me to do a video on it. They wanted to know, was it real? Yes. The fucker got knocked out for fame. Every time he keeps running, everyone keeps calling him back. It's got to the point now where they're just letting him get beat up on camera for fun in backyards. Motherfuckers went to eating ribs and having a barbecue and drinking champagne. It looked like lifestyles of the we don't give a fuck about this brother right here. You know what I mean? And Dean the Great, stop it with all that. Oh, man, I'm putting it down. Like, no, you're not. You got elbowed so hard, man. Crip Mack felt it. Right? It's just bad. And the disrespect there for a guy who's a non-affiliate, not a gang member, Dean the Great, to be having a red flag on him like it's a Crip and blood match. Come on, man. And look, we don't even want to get into the point that Crip Mack done blew up everything that Neighborhood has to offer. Talk about on Neighborhood, that was a real fight. On Neighborhood, it wasn't. I'm going to tell you, if you said it, I could say it. No, it wasn't, right? But this fight that just happened was, and what happened? The outcome was ridiculous. Crip Mack, all fucking 300 and whatever pounds of him laying on the ground, shaking and shivering, right? That motherfucker was destructed. He self-destructed. Anyway, so for those that are asking about the fight, yes, it was real. And according to what's being put out there, Lena the Plug's the one that actually set that fight up. Adam wasn't even there. He had his camera crew there, though. Oh, best believe that. He was like, this stupid ass is going to get beat up, and we're going to drop it on him. And then he's going to call him into the fucking No Jumper podcast and interview him about it. How did it feel getting beat up by a little guy? And just clown him some more and clown him some more. I hope Adam's really paying this man good, because this man is destroying his brand. You know, maybe it'll help him. I don't know. You know, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, Crip Mack is 55. He's 0-55. I was about to say 55-0. You know what I'm saying? No, he's down with the O's, but they ain't down with him. I'm just saying, Crip Mack absolutely needs some people to help him out and get his mind right so he can shine right. And it's sad. It's literally sad. It's funny, but it's sad at the same time. They got this motherfucker getting knocked out on camera, rolling around on the ground, shaking for money. It's bad, right? Now, if he's a professional fighter, they could have got in the ring, threw some gloves on, got a bag out of it. Cool. But instead, they went to a backyard, which, hey, honestly, that's some real G shit. I'm going to keep it real, man. Catching that fade, that friendly fade. Obviously, it was friendly. And I commend Dean by not kicking him or stomping him or spitting on him or doing any of that wild shit. All he did was turn around and basically say, look. And Crip Mack's on the ground. Mama Bear, everything's not going to see all right. Right? He was on the ground. Destruction. 55. He's all fucked up. That is not any type of Crip, man, that I ever remember. Look, man, back in my days, the Crips had a gang of respect. They still do, coming from me. Respect to the Crips, right? But they are a group, man, that when I say the 60s, when I say the 8 trays, man, I say it with the utmost respect. These dudes were with the business, with the program, right? They was knocking motherfuckers out. They weren't fucking around. They were holding it down. Their cripping was real. And then along comes fucking clumsy come lately, right? Crip Mack, and I seen him and I was like, oh, this fool is mentally unstable. And you would think that brothers would get at him and pull him to the side, but everyone pumped him up like he's real Crippin. Like that's what Crippin in 2026 is. And it's not. It's one character playing a role. He's not even that. He might be from the hood. He might all that, but it's just like one of those Hopalong Cassidy rags. Give me my rabbit. Give me my rabbit. Right? He's one of them. Give me my rabbits. He's not no Rocket don't smoke. Yeah, Rocket don't. He's not Rocket. He got rocketed in Lena's backyard. And what's his consolation prize? He might get to fill on that big booty sitch. That's about it. And anyone gets to do that, according to Adam, as long as he could film it and make some money off of it. I mean, it's just crazy. It's destruction over there. And, for those that are asking me if it was real, yeah, he really got knocked out. Sad. Pobrecito, man, that these people are using this dude like that. But if he continues to allow himself to be used and people continue to watch it, great. Deemed the great. Go get your money. Go get your money, man. These guys are making fools of themselves. It's like two brothers back there fighting. You see all the white people in the back of shit laughing, drinking champagne. Two brothers, man, fighting for the entertainment and enjoyment of people that could give a fuck less about what they're going through. They just kept on eating ribs and drinking champagne, right? And that's just what it is, man. It was like gladiator wars in the back, only there was one gladiator and one that was trying to fucking lick the concrete. What's the business? Right? Destruction. That's the scissors. Anyways, with that being said, this is a short one, man. I was asked to make this. For those that want to know if it was real, yeah, he really got knocked out, unfortunately, on camera. And best believe, man, mark my words, man, Adam's going to be asking him questions about it. And he's going to be going crazy. He fived me. Yeah, he fived me. He got me, cuz he's going to be admitting again that someone else beat him up. And you don't even got to admit it. We've seen it in HD, right? There was 2 fights that happened over the weekend that I could say were boo-boo. That one of him getting fucking dropped by a dude that's 2 feet tall, and the other one that was the UFC fight of a guy getting held down for 30 minutes and getting nuts rubbed on him. That was about it. Anyways, with that being said, that's just the way it be going down nowadays. Thumbs up or thumbs down. See, Heavy's going to be the head that weighs the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. I really want to see Crip Mack get some help. I really want to see some OG pull him to the side. Destruction! And let him know, hey, this shit you're doing out here, man, for pocket change ain't it. Ain't it. You're fucking up your brand. The best Crip Mack was the Crip Mack with the Asian cat, right? Man, when him and China Mac together, Mac on Mac destruction. They were killing the game. They were going out having adventures, going to ice cream parlors, licking ice cream cones together, like just having fun. Hay rides and Magic Mountains and Laker games. And that was Crip Mack. Not Adam taking him in his backyard and letting him fight people that he knows got professional fights under their belt. Like, why you set him up like that? Why you do your homeboy? I'm telling you, man, that's not a friend. Crip Mack's just the bag, and that's straight up. Anyways, man, this video is sponsored by Vadio Liquors out there in Turlock, California. If you're ever in Turlock, make sure you pull up to the Vadio and get you something icy, something slushy, and something destructive. Cold to drink. Fair business. Also, by Sticks and Stones Yard Service in Tucson, Arizona. If you're in the Tucson area, make sure you Google Sticks and Stones Yard Service, and the homeboy will pull up and take care of you. We need to support our local raza businesses, period. That's just the way it is. And while we're doing that, supporting, Adam's going to continue to utilize Crip Mack on business. That wasn't no fair business. That was an unfair fight. Alina was back there like, dink, cheers. Craziness. Bang, bang.